The modern creator economy runs on a stark imbalance. Creators generate the attention, build the communities, and drive massive network value. But the architecture of centralized platforms ensures that the intermediaries capture the equity and control the data. The proposed Web3 solution has long been the social token, transforming the relationship between a creator and their audience into a portable, on-chain asset. Even industry leaders recognize the limitation of the current model. As Instagram head Adam Mosseri noted in 2022, major tech companies structurally cannot grant creators true, irrevocable ownership of their subscriber relationships. Early attempts at social tokens hit a mathematical wall. We call it the liquidity problem. Traditional order book exchanges require continuous trading volume. For a bespoke token tied to a single creator, there simply aren't enough simultaneous buyers and sellers to keep the market functioning. Automated market makers with standard liquidity pools also stall out. They demand that the creator lock up thousands of dollars of their own capital upfront just to seed the initial market. Matiz Protocol removes external liquidity providers entirely. Built on Solana, it embeds a deterministic bonding curve directly into a highly constrained smart contract. This system is built on an invariant mathematical pricing model and an unalterable code architecture that manages the treasury. By linking these components, the protocol ensures the treasury and the circulating supply stay in lockstep. The liquidity for an exit is provided by the math, rather than a promise from a developer. The foundation of decentralized liquidity traces back to Vitalik Buterin's original constant product formula, X times Y equals K. Matiz generalizes this concept to create a unilateral bonding curve.
It uses USDC, a highly capitalized stablecoin, as the base token to strip out the volatility usually associated with crypto reference assets. Matiz adopts the square root curve, price equals supply to the power of 0.5. The steep lower left slope means a small influx of buyers forces rapid price growth, rewarding early supporters. As supply increases, the curve flattens, ensuring the token remains accessible. The specific geometry of this curve replaces the human market maker. It automatically scales the barrier to entry directly to the size and demand of the community. This raises an obvious problem. Without a liquidity pool or a willing counterparty on the other side of the trade, how can the system guarantee you can always sell your token? The protocol has to maintain a reserve of USDC that perfectly mirrors the total value of all tokens currently in circulation. On our chart, the required reserve is the cumulative shaded area underneath the price curve. We calculate the integral of the price function from 0 to the current supply. The result, the reserve equals 0.667 times the supply to the power of 1.5. Curves are continuous, but real-world trading is discrete. A user buys a specific number of tokens and deposits a specific amount of USDC at a fixed moment in time. To manage this, the protocol uses invariant modeling. It processes these discrete transactions while forcing the exact mathematical ratio between supply and reserve to hold true across every single trade. The smart contract uses this invariant to instantly calculate the precise amount of tokens to mint for a buyer or burn for a seller, regardless of the transaction size or order. This ensures the protocol always holds the USDC required for every holder to sell simultaneously. In this system, the ability to exit is a direct result of the calculus itself. Theoretical solvency means nothing if the person controlling the code can simply empty the treasury. The execution environment for Matiz is an anchor program deployed on the Solana blockchain, chosen to handle high-throughput microcommerce with negligible fees. In many Web3 projects, the vulnerability lies in a centralized treasury function. The creators leave a backdoor open to transfer the reserve funds out of the protocol. Matiz implements a strict constraint. The transfer reserves instruction is completely absent from the smart contract, removed from the code prior to deployment. The only way for USDC to exit the reserve is if a user actively burns tokens using the sell instruction. Transaction fees, including the platform's 0.5% and the creator's specific cut, are calculated and skimmed before the invariant updates. This ensures the core reserve remains mathematically isolated. Institutional governance is replaced by autonomous custody. Trusting the creator is no longer a factor, because malicious extraction is blocked at the bytecode level. Even with robust math and secure code, Web3 creator tools typically fail at adoption.
Forcing a non-technical fan to navigate seed phrases, browser extensions, and gas fees kills conversion immediately. Matiz solves this with an abstraction layer, wrapping the complex Solana anchor program entirely within a standard, recognizable web interface. By integrating Privy for authentication, the platform allows users to generate embedded Solana wallets instantly, using only a Google or email login. It pairs this with Transact for direct credit card to USDC on-ramping, bypassing centralized crypto exchanges entirely. A fan clicks a link and swipes a credit card. Behind the scenes, the protocol executes the buy calculus and updates the invariant. The user never has to know they interacted with a blockchain. Calculus-derived invariants enforcing autonomous custody on Solana, wrapped in a one-click consumer checkout. By eliminating the liquidity problem and stripping away technical friction, Matiz Protocol provides a verifiable framework for creators to own their economy. The balance of power shifts from the platforms back to the network.